Sonic Frontiers, those titties are near. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Game Sketch. Today, and only today, we are here to talk, that's right, one more time before it is out. The final pre-Sonic Frontiers video. That's right. I cannot believe how far we made. I mean, look how far we came, everybody. Right. Look at the beginnings we came from with the original teaser trailer from, what was it, last year now, I think? Let me check what up. Where was this? The Sonic Central in 2021, where all we really got was, you know, glowing Sonic. Didn't know that this was the side loop. I thought it was a fucking colors sequence or some shit, but yeah, we've come such a long way from this little teaser where people were trying to decipher it for hours on hours on hours, and I can't believe we're here. Like, it's surreal to me, and I feel like I want to take the time in this video to sort of reflect a little bit, you know, give my final pre-thoughts on, you know, what we know, what's to come, and all that stuff. And also, for those of you that have been asking, by the way, the content plan for Frontiers is this. Next video from me is probably going to be, you know, game is out, I'll have impressions for you, not a full review, and then I will be uploading my full playthrough of the game that I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch. By the way, if you're new here, you're one of the new people, you're on the lots of my stuff, I stream on Twitch pretty much every day, so twitch.tv/gamesketch. So go there if you want to see my full playthrough of the game once that's out, and then I'll be uploading each part here, what's it called, as, you know, one island each, or one, you know, part, and then, you know, I'll have one video where it's the whole game together, and we're gonna have a million videos about this game, right? I want to do one of those big review analysis things. I want to do a lot of stuff with this game in terms of, you know, analyzing it, talk about it, and we're gonna, the channel is gonna be filled with shit. So guys, you know, we're here, right? Talk to me. What do you think? You know, how you feeling? I just cannot believe how much positive energy is going into this game right now as we're about to get into the launch. Like, really, like, it just feels like, you know, even from the people that have it and are playing it, you know, a lot of them are having a great time with it, you know, even from just the energy with this, obviously, CG trailer. Obviously, we had the Knuckles special this week. We had actually an Otani interview, the composer for the game, talk about, you know, his favorite tracks and things he loved working on and all of this stuff. And it feels like the energy going into this one is very unparalleled for a Sonic thing in a long time, especially like a 3D Sonic game. And, you know, it's funny, this year we've had this just generally align me, whether it was Sonic Movie 2's pre-release hype or this game or all that. It just feels like, obviously, you know, we've talked about it a million times that we are in a, you know, new Sonic era of hype and energy, but being here is surreal, you know, and all the discussion videos and all that stuff. It's funny, right? Like, this game had so many ups and downs in terms of, you know, like, even just like when people were thinking about what was next, it was such like, it was a little sad to see, you know, how much people just had no confidence, you know, after Sonic Forces, right? Even before the reveal of this game, people were just like, I don't trust them, I don't trust this next game, I don't trust them. And, you know, we got the teaser that really didn't tell us much, and then obviously we had the Game Awards first look, which actually boosted confidence, right? Where we saw the world, we saw a bit of CG and stuff, and it felt like, you know, things were looking up. But then obviously we had the IGN gameplay review, which was, you know, that was the most, you know, challenging time, I guess, because it was like people arguing about, you know, how updated was that build versus how much it wasn't, or why they show it, or how IGN split the content types, you know, between not showing, you know, a lot of the core of the game in one video. It was a very messy back and forth, but I always knew, and I always told you guys at its core, that I had confidence in this game. You know, that this game, it sounded loud to me that they were trying something different, you know, that they were going for a different tone. And having Ian Flynn, you know, as the writer on the team was a genius idea for them. Having, you know, obviously the top tier music of the game, and just in general, just this idea of, hey, let's evolve this series, you know, let's do something different with it and take it in a different direction, man. And, you know, I have so many hopes for this game in terms of, you know, what it's gonna do for the future. I mean, one, right, the big thing is I hope it sells well, right? I think that's the number one thing, because obviously the number one thing companies look at is money, right? Money talks louder than anything in this world. So at the very, you know, bare minimum, I hope this game sells a shit to, you know, I hope a lot of you buy it, you know, and I think it's going to sell well. You know, it's coming out around Black Friday time. It's got a lot of pre-orders. Probably the most excited people have been for a Sonic game in a long time. You have a lot of big content creators covering the game, you know, and I know a lot of people are wondering, oh, isn't God of War gonna hurt it? I don't think so. You know, like God of War, I know just got crazy incredible reviews. I don't expect Sonic to get incredible reviews because it's Sonic, and you should just trust the people that know Sonic to review Sonic. But I think those are two completely different audiences. I mean, the people that are gonna buy Sonic are buying Sonic no matter what, and then you have families that are gonna see on the store shop, oh, a Sonic game, they're gonna buy that for little Timmy. So it's a very different, you know, age group and demographic and audience and all that stuff. Plus, God of War feels like a very big PS5 game, even if it's going on PS4, and that's gonna, you know, do its own thing. So I really wouldn't worry about that much, but I think the game is good. So I wonder how much it'll sell. Like, this could be the best selling Sonic game in forever. You know, I could see this game definitely selling in like the millions, you know, and I hope it's high millions. And I feel like this is the type of game to maybe like get 4 or 5 million in its lifetime, which is still a shit ton. Like, that would be a lot if it did that, but maybe I'm highballing it too, who really knows. But yeah, obviously number one thing is I hope it sells well. Now the second thing I want to talk about, right, is just overall my thoughts on the game. Like, you know, from seeing all this stuff, and I just need it, yo. I really just, I need it. You know, maybe I have it, maybe I don't, but I need to play through it in order to get all my thoughts on that. I'm just fucking with you a little bit, you don't even know. But yeah, no, I think, you know, there's a lot about this game we can, you know, get into in terms of just how like, also like how things were just rolled out in terms of content, right? Obviously, like I said, we had the IGN thing. Literally, it's what the fuck is this quality, bro? Nah. Why am I in 6 fucking p? There we go. I got it. Obviously, it was funny going from the IGN thing to like then getting 60 FPS videos and finding out about the combat tree. It's good. Do you guys remember that era where we were deciphering like off-screen camera footage, and that's how we were getting hyped because they weren't allowed to record footage, so people were like fucking deciphering videos and stuff? That was one of the funniest eras of Sonic, and I honestly feel like that in itself became a marketing beat, right, of just people trying to find little like hints and extras of the game based on like off-camera footage they were trying to grab, which is hilarious too. I thought that was so funny, and I was all about it because I was just like, you people are fucking insane, which is great. You know, that's the energy we like to see, man. But yeah, I'm just hoping that not only it sells well, but this really does feel like, I really do want this to be the vision for the future. Like, I really do. And when I say that, like, to me, this is the wave, right? But I want it to be expanded, you know? Now that they have Sonic as a moveset build, bro, could you imagine a Knuckles moves? Like, dude, could you imagine? Like, Knuckles is perfect for an open world like this, right? You have, like, stamina on maybe his gliding so he doesn't go up too far to different locations. I mean, look at that short we saw, right? The way he's flying around Sky Sanctuary. That would be fire, you know? If you had an open area where you could glide, climb, and do anything as Knuckles, that would be sick. And obviously, his combat movesets, you know, speaks for itself of the types of attacks he could do. Like, I really feel like this could usher in the return of the multiple playable characters, but slowly, you know? It doesn't have to be like I don't think we're ever gonna live in a world where it's like Adventure or the old games where you got like 8 playable characters or some shit, which I don't even think you need that, because no matter what, you're building up fluff there. But at the very least, you know, a player 2 or a second player of some kind, or obviously, you know, bringing back main playable Shadow or whatever. There's so much potential. I mean, even with the open zone in general, like, yeah, this place is desolate and depressing, but what about the next game where maybe, you know, they're going to some crazy areas and places where they're based off these, you know, very vibrant, crazy locations, you know, do it sort of Odyssey style where maybe you mix real locations with platformy colorfulness. Like, that could be fire. But yeah, no, I cannot wait to see the potential of just this idea and world and everything brought together. And yeah, no, I think we're about to win, everybody, you know. And I just, we're here, you know, from the music to the gameplay to everything about it. It feels like we're about to enter that nice new era. And of course, let me know your thoughts, you know, let me know what you're most excited for the game. And obviously, it's been leaking everywhere, you know, a lot of retailers have it and stuff, all the reviewers have it or maybe don't have it. Again, don't ask me. But by the way, if I had it, I wouldn't play past, you know, Second Island, I promise you, because I want to do, you know, I gotta end that journey with y'all. But yeah, that's it, man. Like, we're really here. I'm gonna miss doing these videos. Like, obviously, we're about to enter a new era. We're gonna have a million videos to talk about, but I am going to miss, you know, the news update videos, because I feel like I covered this game from start to finish. You know, I feel like I covered, you know, the rumors, I covered I covered the reveal, I covered my thoughts on what could happen and all this stuff. And I feel like I was there through every step of the way, and this game means a lot to me already, just in terms of the fact that this was my first. And what I mean by my first, like the first major game I've covered that, you know, I've done extensively, and it's here. And I hope I was able to, you know, bring you some news updates. I hope I was able to bring some smiles and some hype your way, whether you only watch YouTube, whether you watch my streams or everything. So thank you for all the pre-release hype. And again, next time we'll be talking about, you know, Sonic Frontiers will be with the game in our hands, bro. It's here. Let's go crazy. Let's go stupid. And guys, thank you all for watching. Again, subscribe. We're about to have the craziest times of our life. I love you. Peace out.